How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to some more Baldur's Gate 3. When we left off, I did just a little bit of shopping here. I'm going to continue and do some things in this area, recruit a couple of people before doing anything else. I do intend on trying to do... Let's see, do we have any wild shape charges at the moment? No. So I'm gonna, there's been a couple of like updates, not big patches, but some small updates, probably fixing bugs and things like that over the course of patch 8. I'm going to test and see if my bug slash exploit that I like to do for purchases still works, so that's something I'm going to be testing. But let's get a little bit of conversating going on real quick, that way I can try and just get some interesting conversations, and I guess you could call them side quests, out of the way before I continue. One big thing is going to be going over there and recruiting Will, but let's see what these guys want.
Hells, we can't just leave. They're kin.
I'll not gamble our lives, our futures, on people who are as good as dead. We must leave for Baldur's Gate at once.
Can we all just take a moment, please?
What's the point in blazing spells if we don't bloody use them? We should stay. These people aren't fighters. We can help.
Or yell louder. That's fine too.
Gonna go ahead and try persuading, just because it seems like the right thing to do if you're doing a good playthrough.
Thank you. It's the right thing to do, and you know it.
She's right, Roland. We're better than this.
Zergan. Fine, I'll stay too. Lest you both end up with your throats slit by Goblin Blade.
Thank you, Roland.
Okay, so we got that conversation out of the way. Convince them to stay,
Die if I let the road and weaken your
which they can leave. I don't know that that has any huge impact other than that, because I know you can encounter these guys later at Baldur's Gate, but convincing them to stay means that they'll be a part of the party if you complete defeating the goblins. Pretty sure they won't be there if you do it otherwise. I'll be honest, I've not tried it myself any other way other than convincing them to stay, so there's that. Let's go ahead. I was going to say there is some free stuff that you can get over here in this general area, like a lot of these containers, the stuff on the table here. They belong to those adventurers that were at the gate. If your dialogue goes in a way like mine, to where the adventurers leave immediately after arriving, then you can go and pick up all that stuff and it doesn't count as stealing. However, if your dialogue options end up going in a way to where they end up staying, you can't take those things.
No fortress and we're no warriors. This place is a bloody death trap, not a sanctuary. You should clear off while you can.
Perception failed there. Let's see if we can get somebody to notice. There we go.
Curious.
So if you succeed in that perception, there's a little item pouch here you can open. It's got just a little bit of money and something you can sell. You can also take the pouch if you want it. There's some fun dialogue with these guys.
Ox is staring right at me.
Be gone. I am hungry.
That's all that one says, which is boring.
Another one. What are you under there, then? Ant? Or rocks? The keepers of this place, they change their form to fit their need. They become birds, to hunt on the wing, bears to tear flesh with teeth. But for me, only oxen, only same old hay, and I cannot even eat it, because the horned ones hide their shiny bits inside. Hiding things, thinking they're clever, not clever. Sometimes I eat the shiny bits, and they have to go looking for them on the other end.
Apologize if you hear my cat in the background. He's screaming for my wife to get off work.
I have no more to say. Even old hay tastes better than your idle chatter.
He's came in here now, so maybe he'll quiet down.
Ah, you're addressing me, a humble ox. How quaint.
I'll try this. There's not a very good chance that my character actually succeeds in an Arcana check, though. Oh, looks like we got it.
Something's off. This creature isn't what it appears to be.
No, you are incapable.
Persuasion's probably going to be my best option. Again, like I had said before, if you get the tooltips on, you can kind of see your odds on all of these. They're all going to be roughly the same. This one has a little bit more because I actually have proficiency in persuasion, whereas I just get the jack of all trades for the other two.
I'll tell you this much. I'm going to Baldur's Gate, with or without the rest of these poor sods. Now, that's all I have to say besides, and I really mean this, moo.
Alright, so Suspicious Ox.
He stares right past you, as if you're invisible. Or boring. He's still staring right past you. You see nothing out of the ordinary. As you turn back, the child slips between the rocks.
So, not our best check with investigation either. We do have a -1 to intelligence, but we do have proficiency, giving +2 to mitigate that a bit. Got a 4 on our guidance, that's pretty good.
You find the edges of a concealed entrance.
So this entryway takes you to the little hideout of the young tieflings in this settlement.
Go on. Give me your best shot. Not bad. Again.
I can't do it. I'm not like you.
Umi, I don't need you to be like me. You just have to buy enough time to run. Come on. I believe in you. You can do this. You're on the right path, Umi. Go on now. Practice what you've learned. Well met. The blade of frontiers at your...
The man's smile bends downward, and his thoughts become yours. You are the blade of frontiers racing through the wastes of Avernus. Just ahead, a diabolical figure, red skin, single curled horn, blazes with flame, bloodied great axe held high.
Hell's great fires. You were on the ship. Better friends than the ones hitching a ride in our skulls, at least. I'm sure you know the stories. Doomed to shed our skin and become illithid. They say there's no coming back. But we haven't sprouted any tentacles. Not yet, anyway. Could just be good luck. I'm not so...
Your minds collide once more. Will chases the fiend ignited with rancor. She is an infernal war devil. A threat to the living. Evil incarnate.
Shit! You saw her. Advocatus Diaboli.
Advocatus Diaboli. A devil's advocate. A champion in the blood war between diabolical forces and demons.
Her name is Karlak, an archdevil soldier I swore on my good eye to kill. I tracked her through the hells to the Mind Flayer ship, but the damned Illithids infected me before I could end her. She's out there now, preying on the innocent. I don't kill her, she'll leave behind nothing but a trail of corpses. Just so you know, my first duty is Karlak. I'm oath-bound to go after her. But I won't deny this infection is bothersome. I accept your invitation. I'm up for the challenge. You've just got to make a little space.
So I do intend on having him take Astorian's place. For now, I'm going to let him go back to camp and do that swap in just a bit.
A splendid plan. We'll talk more there.
There are some benefits to having certain individuals in your party for certain things. We are going to be doing something right here that involves having Lae'zel in our group, so we're going to do that first, and then I'll switch him out, because Astarion will probably be a little bit happier with it than Will would be.
By Mordai's eyes, another one. My friend's blood not enough. Come to rip me open too.
In Kresh Kalir, a formal greeting begins with a bow.
Is this monster with you?
Lower. You saw another Gith. Where?
On the road to Baldur's Gate, near the mountain pass. Saw us, for we saw it. Jammed its blade through Yul's belly. Straight to the other side.
No twisting. Kin must have been in a hurry. The map. Show me. Up. You can keep your innards.
Oh, you're not going to eviscerate him? I was hoping for a show.
Cool your blood. I'll indulge you soon enough.
Alright, so that whole interaction is over with. We'll talk to Lae'zel.
The locals prove compliant. A useful trait. Tch. A shell so thin requires little to crack it. The teeth sling was clear. If there are Githyanki west of here, that must be our objective. Purification cannot wait. I am unfamiliar with the, well, I shall not say culture. Custom, perhaps. You will educate me on matters of this Fey run. The Kresh holds the Zaithisk. It will cleanse us of the parasite. By covenant, I can say no more.
Okay, so there are a few things that I would like to go ahead and do here, but I do want to get rid of both Lae'zel and Astarion fairly soon. Some of the interactions I'm going to wait until I have both of them in my party here to do for the sake of convenience. Let's see, there's a blacksmith here. If you have a character that you intend to have as an archer, like one using hand crossbows, he's a great individual to come over here and keep checking his wares continually. You can interact with this woman here as well, and this is another merchant that's really important. Auntie Ethel, you can buy Hill Giant strength potions from her in abundance, especially if you utilize leveling up. Every time you level up a character or respec a character and do a level up, it'll reset the wares and as well as money of each of these vendors, so you can utilize that to continually keep making purchases from them. Let's see. I'm trying to determine exactly what I want to do here. There's a few different things I could do. But I think what I want to prioritize first is just going and getting Karlach. So I'm going to do just a few more interactions out this way before I head back to camp and pick up Will. I think I'm going to try and recruit Karlach and Will and then come back here and do some shopping.
Calm yourself. They're survivors, not soldiers.
So, since we finished up all that, I'm going to go ahead and do a quick save. I recommend you do the same. You can also quick save and then load if you have need to from any of those dialogue interactions before you get too far into them. I want to, I think, avoid interacting with anyone at the moment. So I'm just going to keep moving. There's some looting that you can do through here. I'm going to do it just on my way back. Like I said, I want to get to where I can interact with Karlach first, get her recruited, and then I'll worry about some of the rest of these people. These guys are waiting over here too, so I actually changed my mind. I'm going to go this way. I think I can get around. I know I'm going to have to interact with people one way or another, but let's do it in this direction, I suppose. Let's see, that rogue's morsel's down below. Do
People
get
up
an
ahead.
autosave here.
Something's wrong.
You're a true soul. You can't die. Please, stay with us.
I don't think he's conscious. Can you hear us, Ed?
You, not a step closer.
A strange symbol glows, marked on their flesh, and something within you stirs in response.
So, really easy check, even if you don't have a lot of proficiency in wisdom skills.
I'm so sorry. It's our brother, True Soul Edwin. And I wasn't thinking.
Something stirs deep within you, hungry and alert. It's taking something you'll never get back. The injured man locks eyes with you. The parasite writhes in your head. Your minds intertwine. You see his siblings, Andric and Brenna, new recruits. Yours to shepherd.
Protect them.
You should search that corpse.
Okay.
Edwin! Ed! Please!
He's with the Absolute now.
A true soul. Thank the Absolute. Edwin, our brother, he was chosen, like you.
Do you have orders for us? We were reporting to Edwin.
What? Are you testing us?
A true soul, like you, has been chosen by the Absolute. You speak with her voice. Your words are her command. She grants you the power to enforce her will. And when the time comes, the true souls, you, will rule.
Oh, I like these two. All zeal and no brains.
I'm sorry, true soul. I only repeated what I thought I knew. It seems the Absolute still has a great deal to teach me. We know that all too well, sir, but the Absolute sent us here.
We're looking for fugitives, survivors from that ship that crashed farther west of here. We don't know what they look like, but anyone who survived that crash is bound to be injured. That's enough to get us started. The Absolute wants them found. At any cost. You! Brenna! Kill him!
Alright, so the options that I chose instigate a fight with these guys immediately. You can go through conversations that will actually take you down over here to a owlbear nest, where they can help you in that conflict. I'm not interested in having their help. You're more than likely going to end up fighting these two and killing them if you fight against the goblin camp in the first place. So I just am going to go ahead and fight them now. I want the XP from it, to be totally honest. But let's see. I should have Armor of Agathis still applied, I believe. I could go ahead and do a Hex, which should be fine. Let's do a reapply Hex, Dexterity. Won't use a spell slot. Brenna is the more dangerous of the two, in my opinion. Let's go ahead and get over there and hit her with a Booming Blade. Which, like I've said before, it doesn't matter much doing Booming Blade now, but in the future levels you'll have more damage that procs off of Booming Blade, and it will still cause more damage if she tries to flee from us for any reason. She is a spellcaster, so that is possible. But yeah, that's why it's good to be in a habit of doing Booming Blade now. If the individual runs away, it still helps, and either way, in the future it's going to do more damage, so it's good to just be in a habit of doing that primarily. We do have Astarion here. Let's go ahead and reapply Hunter's Mark as well. Get that on Brenna also and see if we can't get her dealt with. Now, Astarion I would be doing as an archer if I was going to be keeping him with the build that I've been showcasing so far. However, we're not keeping Astarion, but he is someone that would be good to have those hand crossbows on with the build that I had started here. Unfortunately, we missed on our sneak attack there, which is pretty unfortunate, but that's okay. Let's go ahead now with Lae'zel. Can I get her over here into melee combat? It looks like yes, so let's see if I can get her. I knew there were vines there, so I was a little worried about that. Looks like we finished off Brenna. I'm gonna go ahead and loot her. Pick up add to wares. Pick up add to wares. That's good enough. We do not have any bonus action attacks, it doesn't look like, so we're going to go ahead and end with Lae'zel. And then now we have Shadowheart. I'm not entirely sure what I want to do here. I know I can do a bonus action Luminous Arrow. Maybe I'll start with that. Only a 50% chance to hit, which is pretty low. Let's try a Firebolt on top of that. We're not wanting to waste any spell slots or anything on this fight. Only a 1 is pretty disappointing. We'll see what he does now. Throwing acid that even he got hit by. Okay. Let's see here. We're going to reapply Hex. Oh. Can I not reapply? That's weird. I should have been able to after Brenna died. Well, I suppose I can waste a spell slot, but that's still unusual that it would just disappear like that. Maybe I lost concentration when I got hit, but that's okay. Go ahead and hit him with a Booming Blade. Pass over to Astarion. I'm gonna go with daggers on this one. We're gonna go for... Well, can I reapply again? Yeah. Reapply Hunter's Mark here. Go for a sneak attack with melee. If that continues, we can start doing two-handed things since I did it in melee. Let's go ahead and main hand here. We have some interesting options. I don't have any bonus action attacks, but let's try doing a trip attack melee if I have it here. Trip attack ranged. Trip attack melee. That could be useful. Missed. That's unfortunate. Let's go ahead and move Shadowheart roughly over here. Let's go with the bonus action arrow. A lot of misses. A lot of misses. He does have better armor than the sister, but she does way more damage. So that's why I wanted to go ahead and make a difference there. Let's see about Booming Blade again. Alright, finished him off with that. Not bad. We do have some dialogue that we can get from everyone now, but I'm going to do a little bit of looting first. This is actually good armor if you have anyone in your group that utilizes heavy armor. So I'm just going to pick up for now, and I'll consider it later. I don't think we're going to need another long sword at the moment.
These parasites. Will we survive them?
I am going to next also loot Edwin.
Strange power resonates within the corpse. It calls to you. Your limbs move of their own accord. There's something of value, something your mind craves. Why let its host's memories go to waste? The tadpole has absorbed it all. Its experience could nourish you, strengthen you.
Okay, let your body guide you. You could resist it. There's really not a good reason to resist it. I'm just going to let it happen. I want the tadpole.
They would abandon their hosts as soon as they need to. Vile parasites.
So,
Come. We'll not find purification here.
now you could do Speak with Dead on all of the individuals here. However, if you kill Andric and Brenna, they just refuse to speak with you. Edwin, however, since you didn't kill him, will.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Edwin, a true soul, a chosen. The absolute, the almighty goddess. Do not fight her. Power, such power. Looking for her weapon, the absolute. Crashed from the sky, taken by infidels.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
So, if you had asked him if there was anything of value nearby, he would just say his siblings. That's why I didn't do that, because we've already killed them. We're not interested. When you loot him, there is food here, which is fantastic. Camp supplies, as well as a shaft of a broken spear. It's important to take that, in my opinion, if you want to collect as many of the, let's say, special weapons and items in the game as possible. There was a conversation, like a dialogue option for these guys, but it looks like it went away after I did some of the other options.
We're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
Okay, so since that dialogue option went away, that's fine. I guess that's worth noting. If you're interested in doing that dialogue option, make sure that... Where is this rogue's morsel or whatever it is? I keep not seeing it. I thought it was down below. I don't know what's going on. I don't care. It's not that necessary to get. I'm not going to be doing any fighting with the owlbears yet, but I do intend to fight them. I want very much to get the XP from killing them, so that's worth noting. And it is a pretty tough fight when you are this early in the game, especially on honor mode, because it gets made more difficult in honor mode. So that's worth noting. I'm pretty used to the fight. I have fought it outside of honor mode many times, and so the first time I fought it on honor mode, I was really surprised to see the change. I won't spoil that quite yet. I'll wait until I go in there, but yeah, that was quite a big shock the first time that I went in there, because I was like, oh, I've done this fight so many times. Just picking up a little bit of scavengeable stuff on the way. Like I said, my intention is to go get Karlach next.
My responsibility to cleanse myself.
They pursued them wrongfully. Perhaps they were trying to free you.
A vain notion. I am
Should have added that to wares, but that's fine. Now, there was 2 splitting off paths at that cave. If you'd taken the other one, it would have led you right here. Like I said, I'm just doing this in a way that lets me kind of loot a few extra things. Honey from the beehive is more camp supplies.
Lazel, how would you punish someone who wronged you?
Wrong me how?
Oh, say murder or theft?
Killing is good. It culls the weak. But theft would be paid for painfully, 1,000 times over.